Over the next 10 days, I am going to be tripling my calories every single day until I cannot physically eat anymore. And I'm starting from just 1 calorie. This is going to be one of the toughest challenges I've ever done, and I am not looking forward to it. Oh yeah, and I've already started. It's currently 22:40. Last meal of today. Last meal I'm going to have in quite a while actually. Proper meal. Now I wait until dinner. During this challenge, I'll also be tracking my weight to see how my body reacts and if I lose fat or muscle. Okay, this is me day 1 of the challenge. It's going to be interesting to see how tripling my calories every single day will affect my physique over the next 10 days. Rule number 1, I start off with 1 calorie and I triple it every single day. Rule number 2, all calories count, and that includes liquid calories, a huge disadvantage. I mean, I can't even have a 0-calorie energy drink because they have like 3 to 10 calories, so pretty simple rules. Let's get back to doing nothing for the rest of the day until I have my 1 calorie. Thank God I can at least drink water on day 1, that's a good thing. What do you do when you're not eating, you know? You know what I mean? It's like half my day is spent making food or eating food or thinking about making food. But now I kind of can't do that because I can only have 1 calorie, so best if I don't think about food at all. No! Damn it. I forgot. I can't even have coffee. Coffee has calories, like 1 calorie, but still. Let's just fast forward. Now my biggest fear for this challenge was losing muscle. Takes years to build up, but only a few days to destroy if you are stupid. And given calories were out of my hands, I would have to make sure my workouts were on point to avoid losing too much. Already with 0 calories in my system today, I was feeling the effect.
Fasted training's not for me. Bro, it hasn't even been a day, and I'm already weak. Not good.
Today was back in chest. I tried pushing myself as hard as I could, but the lack of food and caffeine was having an effect. Still, I knew training as hard as I could at the start was the best way to maintain my muscles, other than trying to get as much protein in as possible, with the calories I could eat of course, which did not make it easy on me. Finishing the workout, I headed out of the gym and straight into the store. Just wanted to find some 0-calorie foods or drinks to help me out, but it was a lot harder than you'd think. So I ended up pretty much getting nothing.
So tough. You can barely have anything. Even electrolyte tablets sometimes have calories. But I have to get some stuff.
In the end, I did end up getting some electrolyte tablets, which were apparently 0 calories.
Honestly, I just had to get out of that. There was just too much food and I was already getting hungry. I was even considering buying some stuff, so it's only day 1, like geez, get a grip, dude. Just got back home. I'm pretty sure someone's stalking me as well. Either way, I'm so hungry. I don't know, I think I'm gonna make myself something to eat now. It's gonna be good.
Okay guys, time to eat 1 calorie, which is 20 pieces of lentils. That's actually quite a bit more than I thought, but it does not look like a lot. I mean, that's what I'm having. That's nothing. But I haven't eaten anything all day long, and I've been crazy hungry, so let's hope these taste really good. I've actually never had lentils before. I don't actually know how they taste exactly, but let's see. With that, I took my first bite of the challenge, and I found out the horrifying truth behind lentils. They taste of nothing really special. As I carried on eating them, the more I had, the better they tasted, which was a good sign, I guess. Last one. It's so tiny. 20 of these is 1 calorie. It actually tastes pretty decent, to be fair. I actually feel like I've ate something. When you stop eating and you actually have like a small piece of food, your body kind of exaggerates the flavor. So that's dinner for today. 1 calorie done. And I do have quite a lot of energy, I will say. This energy I'm feeling, I am not complaining. Fueled by 1 calorie, I thought for a second I could take on the world. But realistically speaking, even the couch became a challenge. Oh,
Morning, today's day 2, and I've already lost over 1 kilogram in weight. Pretty crazy results after just 1 day. I did wake up again, pretty hungry. I don't know why, must be ill. Time to get on with the day, hopefully forget about the hunger. Bro, why does my fridge have to be full? It'd be so much better if the fridge was just empty, but no,
There has to be food in it. I can't have anything. Either way, there's something I need to tell you guys, and I'm really annoyed. I looked these up online. The website says they can be between 0 and 5 calories, so I'm not going to have them over the next few days just to make sure I'm not going over my calorie goals. I'm sticking to water for now, unfortunately. Today, I don't know what I'm going to do. Hunger is definitely going to be the main problem. And to deal with that problem, I decided to do some chores. I thought it would be great to pass the time, given I had nothing interesting to do, and in the end, it did actually turn out to be a great idea. I just finished cleaning up, just to pass the time, I guess. I'm not hungry anymore, which is nice, but I am gonna have something to eat. There's not really too many choices I could make, but I think I know what I'm gonna have. So for today's dinner, I can have not 1, not 2, but 3 raspberries. Raspberries. So yeah, pretty easy math. It's 1 raspberry, 1 calorie. I do like raspberry. I can't speak for some reason today. Honestly, maybe it's the calories, but yeah, this should help. Whoa, that is the best tasting raspberry I have ever had. 2 more to go. Bro, that tastes amazing. Yeah, not having calories messes with your brain, so everything just tastes amazing. Okay, that was my pre-workout actually. Talking about pre-workout, did you know that pre-workout has calories? So I can't even have this. It's mainly just caffeine and stuff. I think 1 scoop or like 2 scoops is 15 calories. Pretty crazy how many things have calories. Again, it just is what it is. But don't you worry, I don't need a pre-workout to get a good workout in. I'm gonna push myself until I'm vomiting.
Yeah, maybe I spoke too soon.
If not for my empty stomach, I think I might have thrown up today.
Also, can we just talk about the fast food places right outside my gym? If Satan exists, then he designed this place because you're just trying to work out, maybe lose some weight for the summer, and boom, KFC, Subway, kebab. It's just non-stop food after food, even the Costa coffee. And as if food wasn't enough on my mind, who placed an ice cream truck right in front of me? I have to go there, like, just why? Enough said, it's just time to sleep. To start day 3 off, I kind of just watched videos of food. Bro, I cannot stop watching food videos for some reason. This food just looks ridiculous, and I can't have anything. Either way, welcome to day 3. I can have 9 calories today, which is kind of a lot if you think about it. It's 9 times the amount I could have on day 1. Not too bad. I have to stop watching this. It's making me way too hungry. Today is a rest day, so out of boredom I decided to go on yet another walk. I mean, the weather's really nice. You don't get this in the UK often, so you can't blame me for going on a walk. Just pass the time, and yeah, I'm just enjoying the weather on 0 calories. Well, we're gonna get to those 9 calories soon. Whilst the walk was great and took my mind off of food, I had to remember not to overdo it. After all, today's walk burned almost 100 times more calories than I would eat today. Okay guys, so I'm back from my walk, and I was just looking around, and I found something very interesting. Jalapenos. It turns out that 100 grams of jalapenos is 10 calories. It's pretty crazy. For 9 calories, you get all of that. And I'm not really the biggest jalapenos fan, but I was like, why not try them? Here it is, day 3, 9 calories. Haven't eaten anything all day. I'm not really that hungry, which is pretty cool, but I gotta eat, so. Yo, a bit spicy. But it actually tasted pretty decent, although I would have preferred them on a pizza. Yo, it's actually pretty spicy. More spicy than I thought it would be. And I am struggling to get through this. Just 9 calories. And it's not easy. And the reason wasn't the taste, but the spice. Last bite. That was a lot tougher to get down than I thought it would be. 9 calories done. My mouth is absolutely burning me. I'm full. My stomach hurts. Maybe that wasn't the wisest choice of calories. Also, I'm gonna have some creatine now. If you're wondering what I'm using as like supplements or vitamins, I'm just sticking to creatine, which has 0 calories, and also have multivitamin tablets. Make sure they're not gummies or anything if you're wanting to avoid calories. Bro, I nearly used the protein powder one. This is the creatine. Maybe the low calories are messing with my brain. Also, when losing weight, it helps when you're living with someone that doesn't snack all the time. Like, what is this? Not only is it junk food, but it has no protein. I don't even know if I could call it food, to be fair. Back to watching food videos, I guess. Also, why is there an ad about Domino's popping up? It's like they know. On day 4 of this challenge, I found inner peace. Well, maybe not, but I felt clear-mindedness I hadn't felt in ages. It's been over 100 hours since I started this challenge, and I just feel great. I mean, sure, I'm very hungry, but
my mind is clear, and I just feel good.
And this is a benefit you might associate with fasting. However, apparently I also got diabetes. Well, probably not, but my blood glucose is through the roof considering I've been eating less calories than I burn farting. Either way, I still thought it'd be a wise thing to challenge myself today in the gym.
So yeah, given I haven't eaten pretty much anything over the past 4 days, I decided, let's train legs today.
Yes, it was my favourite day of the week, leg day. Unfortunately, the training turned out to be a nightmare. No matter how good I felt mentally, my body was weaker and I just did not feel comfortable lifting 3 or more plates, which I usually could do easily.
Bro, my legs are killing me though, my knees especially.
I still managed decent weight, especially on the RDLs, but this strength didn't last long. In fact, embarrassed at how little weight I was moving at the end, I even moved a pin up on the machine while I was resting to make it seem like I was doing a little bit more, but don't tell anyone. Only exercise I confidently can say I did well on was the calf raises. Other than that, I felt like a failure and was looking as skinny as I was weak. Plus, temptation was everywhere. I'm about to eat this yogurt dish I made. It's pretty simple. 25 grams of Greek yogurt, 6 or 7 blueberries, and then 1 strawberry. That is 27 calories. Bro, that strawberry is amazing. And the Greek yogurt is actually pretty good as well, given it's 0 fat. That was actually the best bite of this challenge so far. I don't know if it was the lack of calories, but this tasted so good. I got through it in a matter of seconds. Bro, I can't even lick the rest of this off, but that was so good. I've never eaten 27 calories that tasted that good. And I finally got some protein in, which is nice because I've literally gotten like under a gram so far. After this, I watched some anime about food and played some Cyberpunk for the rest of the day. And we start off day 5 with some very bad news. I lost my morning wood.
What did he say?
Also, my urine looked a bit like apple juice, got me a bit worried, but after checking my blood glucose levels, I felt reassured. Back down to normal, that's at least good. I looked it up and I was probably just dehydrated. That would also explain the insane physique I had today. Just 5 days into this challenge, I look much leaner than day 1. I had lost weight at an insane rate too. Coming in at 83.3 kilograms today meant that I had lost 4 kilograms in total over just 5 days. That's almost 1 kilogram a day. Definitely not a healthy way to lose weight, but it got me shredded quick, at the expense of a lot of muscle probably. Now to avoid any more health issues, it was time to drink some water and to finally have those electrolytes that I bought day 1. So today I'm taking some electrolytes. I'm sacrificing calories and I can do it because today I can have like 83. A few days ago, a drink like this would have been the only thing I could have, but today exponential growth was finally doing its thing. Yay! I'd soon however come to regret this probably though. And yeah, I'm also gonna not go to the gym today, gonna take an additional rest day. You know, just keep the cortisol down. I wanna stay healthy and keep muscle, and going to the gym might actually be counterproductive. By the way, comment below if you think I'm gonna complete day 9 and 10. Day 9 is 6k calories and day 10 is like over 19k. Day 11, yeah, I don't think that's physically possible. Okay, for today's dinner, I'm actually gonna have a soup, and I found myself a little cheat code. These noodles have like 8 calories per 100 grams, which is pretty ridiculous. So I'm gonna have 150 grams of these alongside my soup. Okay guys, it is that time of the day. It is time to finally eat. Oh my god, this looks really good actually. I wonder how the noodles taste. Let's give a taste of the noodles. The noodles are not it. I will say they don't taste the best. The soup itself though tasted really good. And if you're wondering what soup this is, it's a raw soup, which is a Polish chicken soup, and my mum made it for me. Cheers, mum. Ah, there's nothing better than a good soup. That was so filling. I mean, those noodles are ridiculous. If you're cutting, the trick to it is to have stuff like those noodles in your diet. Makes a huge difference. Okay, that's it for today's dinner. I haven't been this full on this challenge so far. That was amazing. Another day done. Morning guys, so 2 days ago I had Greek yogurt with some berries and I really enjoyed it, so I thought I'd have it for breakfast. But there's 2 differences. This is just 1 meal of 2 I'm having today, and this is 3 times the amount. It is pretty ridiculous how things are changing. I'm actually having proper meals now on day 6. And yeah, not only that, I did also add some protein powder to this. So this meal has around 15 grams of protein, which is pretty insane. I also made myself a tea to go along with it. I put 10 milliliters of milk in it, so that's around 7 calories. And I'm just gonna enjoy these meals. Oh my god. Eating is just great. Don't you agree with me? I'm finished. That was absolutely delicious, but a little bit too sweet actually. It's surprising. It's like my sweet tooth has just disappeared and this is just too sweet for me. Either way, it still tasted good though. I'm not complaining, I mean, and the portion was definitely something I've dreamt about. That's done. Just gonna finish the tea now. After getting those calories downing and finishing the tea, I decided to sacrifice some more calories for some electrolyte tablets before hitting the gym. So I've had some decent calories today. Thought I'd test out my 1 rep max on the bench after 7 days. Well, 6. I was curious to see where my strength was at after 6 days of this calorie challenge. Before I started this challenge, I hit 145 kilograms on the bench press, and this was months back, so technically I should be stronger. I worked my way up, getting to 130 kilograms relatively easily, and whilst a bit shaky, I managed to get it. So, I felt like I had it in me to hit the legendary 3 plates. However, things didn't go exactly to plan. Well, that was a complete disaster. Yeah, let's not talk about that. As for the rest of the workout, it actually went pretty well. My strength on the bench press wasn't actually that bad, and I was starting to get a pump from doing all these exercises, which is pretty cool because that's a sensation I thought I'd never feel again. Damn, that was one hell of a walkout. So what did we learn today? Well, we learned that 100 calories, when you're starving yourself, is not enough to prepare you for hitting a PR. I've been getting weaker and weaker every single day pretty much throughout this whole fast, which is something I don't really like to admit, but it's true, I'm pretty weak. After the gym, I did decide to prepare for future days. Back in the shops, it's nice to know I can actually buy normal foods now. So I'm going to prepare for like the next coming days. I'm going to buy like chicken, veg or something, I don't know, obviously high calorie foods too. Coming back to the store reminded me of what I was missing out on, but for now I was just thinking I'd get myself some normal food, mainly for the next 2 days. Also, found a mistake. That is not accurate. If this food really was 2,300 calories for 250 grams, then day 10 would be a walk in the park. What probably happened here was that they mixed up the kilojoules with the kilocalories. A friendly reminder that food labels can sometimes get things wrong, and in some cases they could even lie, so watch out for that. I finished the shop having picked up everything I thought I needed for now and headed home to have my second meal of the day. Today on the menu, I had turned yesterday's soup for a raw soup to a pomidorova. Basically just added some tomato concentrate. Also, given I had some more calories to spare, this time I was going to add a little bit of chicken meat to the dish. Things were looking good. No time to waste, I got straight into the dish, and the food was delicious. I miss meat so much. Also, fun fact, this little Mars bar is 150 calories. That's 1.5 times more than this soup, and it definitely wouldn't have tasted as good or filled me up as much. It's just insane to think about how many calories some foods have. Finishing the soup, I had completed today's calories. Bro, my face is looking so slim. I'm getting that death face. Dinner was great. Honestly, that soup was amazing. Today I think I ended up even having like 24 grams of protein, maybe even 25. Today is probably going to be the last day that I lost weight, so it's probably going to be the lowest I'm going to weigh throughout this whole challenge. It's pretty crazy. It's already been 7 days almost, and I've had like less than 400 calories, which is insane. Coming in at almost 82 kilograms, this was the lightest I weighed in ages. I did wake up a bit bloated though, and the lighting wasn't the best, so I didn't look as good as I did on day 5, but I was still shredded. Legs also getting a bit lean. Now for today's breakfast, I decided to have some porridge. I mixed oats with water, whey protein, and a bit of blueberries to get this meal. Okay, so for today's meal, I made myself a porridge. Only 30 grams of oats and water. I can even add a small drizzle of honey. What? Let's dig in. Porridge. Well, first meal I'm pretty disappointed in, to be fair. Also, I was meant to use half a banana. That's what I was planning on, but someone ate the banana. Alright, I'm gonna get through this and see you guys later. I forgot how porridge, oats with water tastes. That tasted awful. Next meal though is gonna be a good one, trust me. I'm just thinking about it. But before we have some more food, let's hit the gym first. And today I could finally have a pre-workout. Yo, this Vimto flavor is actually pretty decent. On my way back, I decided on a quick detour and bought myself a Monster Energy drink. First one in a while. 0 sugar and 12 calories in total, definitely worth it. After this and the pre-workout, I was at almost 400 milligrams of caffeine and I felt nothing. I must be immune to it. Back home, I made a 40 gram small portion of rice with a fillet of salmon, some prawns and oysters. Looked great, I can't lie, and tasted amazing. I was finally getting in proper protein and nutrition. I got through this meal fast and had a lot of energy to spare. Perfect, as I had a small hike planned. On my way, I decided to finish off my calories with this little snack. This whole packet was 76 calories, minus 2 pieces that looked suspicious, which coincidentally took me exactly to my total for the day. The hike ended up taking 3 hours total, but that was fine, as the weather was great and I burned a ton of calories, which would make getting through the next few days easier. Bro, I finally got back home. In total, I managed over 25k steps, 26k steps, which is like 1,200 calories burned, including like the gym and stuff. I burned probably 1,600 calories extra. Oh, also, one last thing, I started to poop again. Day 8 of the challenge, and I can finally have normal calories today. Now I decided to wake up and just go on a walk, you know, stretch those legs out, burn a little bit of calories. That's what I'm doing, and that's the reason for it. 100%. I forgot to buy eggs. With the eggs acquired, I could finally make the breakfast I had planned. Eggs on toast, finally normal food. Better yet, I fried the eggs to perfection. Just look at the yolk, and it tasted every bit as good as it looked. Finishing the meal alongside my tea, I had consumed 423 calories, a good start to the day. Next up, it was a meal I actually prepared the day before, and yeah, I had some technical difficulties here too. I don't know why. Okay, I had a little bit of an issue recording, but basically what I said was today's leg day, and thankfully, unlike last leg day, I can have something to eat. A little pre-workout meal, so I had made some overnight oats yesterday. Basically mixed some porridge with some 0% fat Greek yogurt and add some berries on top, pretty decent. Also you can add some protein powder, which I did, and they taste absolutely amazing. If you have a sweet tooth, these are really good. Now that is food. Compared to yesterday's porridge, this was heaven. Just finished the porridge. Oh my god, I'm actually full, but I am not going for calorie dense foods today. Today I'm just going for high protein stuff. That said, I wasn't saying no to a sugar-free Red Bull. I think I might be addicted to energy drinks and pre-workout, maybe caffeine in general, but it does help, especially on leg day. Speaking of which, with food in my system, I was finally able to hit numbers I hadn't since before starting this challenge. Even though it wasn't much, it was enough to improve my performance since last leg day, which was abysmal. Today I actually felt like I was making progress, and I felt much stronger than I had the previous few days. Bro, today's workout was insane. The pump, the power, the strength, everything was back. This was the first day in since I started this challenge where I've actually gotten stronger. We are back, baby. We are back. Now after the gym I had yet another meal I prepared the day before. Just some chicken with rice. The spices I added made this meal to die for though. I also had another 0-calorie energy drink to go along with it. After finishing the meal and drink, I headed out along the canal to burn some calories. I got some decent steps in and everything was going great, until the British weather decided to turn up. Either way, let's just fast forward home. Today was one hell of a day. I managed 25,000 steps almost, and I'm treating myself to a huge meal. Look at this, it's a steak, some potatoes, and green beans. I tried to make it as low calorie as I could, so I could eat as much as I could. What it tastes. Nothing better than a steak. I dreamt of food like this not so long ago, and now I was finally having it, so I was savoring every single bite. That was amazing. And if you're wondering about today's macros, like a standard all day, 183 grams of protein, 227 grams carbs, and 64 grams fats. And again, 2,187 calories. That tastes amazing. And I've got 6 hours before tomorrow starts, where I have to eat 6k, over 6k. And so the tables were flipping, just a few hours left before the real challenge began. There we go. Alright, I'm gonna start off with these. A whole bag of Tanktastics is over 1,000 calories. This is like 1.1k. 1.1k, that's spelled absolutely unbelievable. After not having normal food for so long, having sweets just felt illegal for some reason. Look how tiny this is. 150 calories for one. Just a few days ago, having this Mars bar would have meant missing out on dinner, but now, alongside these Bakewells, was just a small portion of my calorie total. Look at the Bakewells. One Bakewell, 200 calories. I've also wanted to have a glass of milk for ages. I don't know why. This is whole milk, so more calories. It's alright. "23 minutes, and I had 2,200 calories, which is more than I ate throughout the whole of yesterday. Now I thought starting off sweet would be nice today. Bro, my stomach hurts so much. I feel sick, but thankfully I can go to sleep, wake up, and hopefully I'll be hungry. Challenge getting off to a good start though. With that I went to sleep to prepare for tomorrow. Waking up, I knew exactly what I was going to have for breakfast, and it would involve a lot of oil, but it would be worth it. Oh my god, this breakfast looks absolutely insane. Yes, I made myself an English breakfast. Also, a standard cup of tea. Let's dig in. So crispy. One thing I've missed for sure is bacon. It does not disappoint. Bacon rashers on point. One thing I'm not a fan of though is beans. They taste alright, but they're just kind of meh. Still, you can't have an English breakfast without beans, and they grow on you. With that, I got through the meal fast. I was getting calories down quick. That tasted amazing, bruh. And so easy, I could probably go for seconds. Finishing the tea, I took some time to reflect on how amazing calories are before heading out to burn some of them, and get some more food later. You know what's also crazy? Is that I've already had over 4,000 calories, which is over pretty much 2/3 of the way there, and it's not even like 10 AM. Bro, I'm getting through this so quickly, only like 2,500 calories left, and then I'm done with today. On my walk, I also decided to have a Monster energy drink, this time with sugar, before going to the gym. The main focus was burning calories though, so less lifting weights and more walking on the treadmill. After finishing up, I grabbed a nice latte from the store and headed to Greg's. It was actually my first time here, but I knew I was in safe hands when it came to calories. Okay, so I ordered 2 sausage rolls, 1 chocolate chip cookie, and a hot chocolate, totaling around 1,300 calories. First up, I started with the sausage roll. Tasted good, but not the best I've ever had. Each one containing over 300 calories though, and they were easy to get down. Next up, I tried the hot chocolate. I hadn't had a hot chocolate in ages, and this did not disappoint. Now, after I finished the sausage rolls, I tried the chocolate chip cookie. Very buttery and tasty, but nothing crazy. Finishing everything up, I grabbed some sausage rolls and a sweet treat for later and headed home. That's it for today pretty much, only 1,000 calories left. I'm not surprised people get fat. Once I got back home, I craved blueberries for some reason. I don't really know why though. No time to rest though, it was time to grab the last meal I was gonna have today. Here we have our last meal of the day. It's a cod and some chips. Fish and chips. I don't exactly know how many calories this has, but this is gonna be enough for today. Just look at that. This is insane. Fun fact, the chips I got here, they're like 2/3 of the small portion you get. If you ever order a large portion of chips from a fish and chip store, you will get so many sometimes. No need for calories in my drink because, bro, the food did its job. A Diet Coke tasted amazing as well. If you're dieting down, just replace a Coke with this. And no, it does not cause cancer. It's crazy, I was heading towards 6,000 calories and I'm still hungry. Okay, let's do a quick rundown for today. So, 16,000 steps done, plus some cardio on the treadmill, incline. Calories, 6,561 whilst I finish the Diet Coke. Again, it is an approximation, I can't be exact, especially when eating out. You never know how much something has, but I did my best to get it correct. So apparently, after eating 6,500 calories, I only got in 190 grams of protein. I got in a ridiculous 300 grams of fat and almost 800 grams of carbs. That's insane. And when you look at the time, it's only 15 o'clock, so not too bad. I'm finished. After finishing today's calories, I did end up falling into a food coma and doing nothing for the rest of the day. It was tough. Okay, same place as yesterday. It is currently midnight. I can start eating. 19,500 calories pretty much. Bro, it's so much. And for my first meal, not 1, not 4, but 12 donuts. I mean, just look at that. That was pretty crazy. There's something I really wanted to try with the donuts. I saw this thing online where they stacked the donuts. I want to see how high. I don't think I can get more than this. They stacked the donuts and then they squish them together
to create a donut sandwich.
Oh my god, that tastes amazing.
At first, my donut strategy seemed great, making a calorie-dense food even more calorie-dense. However, even donuts become hard to chew when you stack them together. Either way, I still managed to get through my leaning tower of donuts.
Still got 5 left. Bro, now to go along with this, chocolate milk.
Chocolate milk in general is a cheat code on a book, contains protein, is high in calories, and easy to get down.
I also got some sensations. They taste so good. Sensations, Walkers. Can't beat them. Alright, I'm just gonna finish the milkshake and that's it for today. These donuts, they might go down, but it's gonna take a while, so I'd rather get to sleep in. And that is gonna be it for today.
I woke up pretty late, feeling as if I had been struck by a truck. But ignoring that, it was time for breakfast. The idea was to make a high calorie shake to make the most of liquid calories, which are easy to get down. Alongside the high calorie shake, I also made myself some pancakes, which I was going to fill with a ton of Nutella. Because I had woken up later than I would have liked, I had to make up the time with this breakfast. The shake was alright and the pancakes tasted great, but did take a while to get through.
Pancakes done. Just gotta finish this shake now. This is guys, listen, this is just so tough. Look, it's 12:30. It's already past midday. Not looking good. Cheers. Done. Ugh. Okay, the total for today is above me. I just want to lie down and go to sleep.
But before that, I still had 13,000 calories to eat, so I had to make some room first.
And yeah, I've also been sipping just this juice. It's pretty decent, very sweet. They say it's healthy, you know, it's a smoothie. Smoothies are healthy. You know how much sugar's in this? How easy it is to just drink it? Bro, it tastes so good though. Honestly, sugar on top. Right, I'm just gonna sip this away. That's gonna be an extra.
Along with this, I had my secret weapon, some nuts. Nuts are crazy calorie dense. In fact, these walnuts are almost as calorie dense as oil, and I would just snack through these throughout the whole day, just getting in those extra calories. I even snacked on them on the way to the gym. Although for some reason today, they were actually pretty difficult to get down. Usually I get through them so much quicker. Drinking them down with juice helped though. In the gym, my strength was back, but I couldn't really get the most out of it due to how nauseous I was feeling. Plus, I had to go to the toilet a lot. After that, I headed out and got myself another smoothie and latte to drink. The smoothie was horrendous though, so I only got through the latte before going to grab some KFC for today's lunch. I bought a fillet tower burger, some hot wings, popcorn chicken, dirty loaded fries with a regular Pepsi, which all totaled around 1,807 calories together. After the gym and the constant throne room visits, my hunger had returned, but unfortunately it did not last. As hard as I tried, getting food down was almost impossible, and if things didn't change at this point soon, the challenge was going to be over fast. I ended up getting through just over half of the calories I had ordered. I chose to pack up the food and finish it later, as trying to force it down me now was just not working.
Bro, I feel so bad. I thought I'd eat more, but I just can't for some reason. This is so rough.
The walk afterwards did not help in reducing the pain in my stomach. All those calories were just too much. I was not in a good place and I had more than half of the calories to go.
Oh my god. My stomach hurts so much. It is absolutely insane. It's like you hit a wall and you can't get any more calories in. Why has this got to be so tough?
1 million zillion jillion dillion cotillion times later.
Having fallen asleep, I had lost a ton of time, so I had to make it up. And thankfully, at least the sleep gave me the energy to get this KFC down.
I managed to get through my KFC stuff, although I didn't quite finish the fries. Time is flying by, it's 1940.
Time was not on my side, but I wasn't throwing in the towel just yet.
The nuts. really difficult to get down. Either way, I made myself a hot chocolate. This basically doubles the amount of calories in milk. Yo, this chocolate milk, amazing. Tastes really good. I mean, hot chocolate milk. Bro, my brain's not even working anymore. I need to make some huge moves if I'm going to get the 9k, 10k I've got left. After finally managing to get through the whole packet of nuts and the hot chocolate, I was still only at 11,040 calories, which meant I had to go big if I was to complete this challenge in the next 4 hours. Okay guys, I'm gonna give it one last shot at this. Popped off to the shops and I got myself Domino's pizza. By the way, I got the most calorie dense pizza I could find. It was the pepperoni passion, and with it I got this big dip. I think the dip is 100 grams, 400 calories, so this should help. First bite of the pizza. Let's see if it tastes any good. Oh boy, this isn't gonna go well. Judging by that first bite, I knew this wasn't going to be easy, but I had to try. The final stretch to 19k had finally begun. Time was flying by like crazy, and even with all the food in front of me, I struggled getting it down. With the final stretch ahead of me, I was really trying and giving it my all. However, it was just too difficult, and time was running out. I could have done better. I feel like I'm gonna die. It feels like I'm pregnant and the baby inside of me is trying to escape with a knife. And that is the end of the challenge. I hope I don't see food for like a month. Bro, what are you doing? I'm eating. You want some? No, this is actually really good. Are you sure? It's really good. Just leave me alone. Either way guys, that was 10 days of the challenge. My final weight came in at 86.3 kilograms, which means after losing 5 kilograms of weight over the past week, in just 2 days I managed to gain back almost all of it, leaving me close to my start point. Also guys, I did not look too good after last day. Compared to day 1 and 5, I definitely looked the worst today. And so all I can say for this challenge is that from eating almost nothing to eating almost everything I saw in sight, none of it was really that good for me. It was all torture. My body is just not designed for this sort of thing. But if you guys enjoy videos like this, check out this video over here where I double my calories every single day. Pretty much the same concept, and honestly at this point I just might be a masochist. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. See ya.